towards the 3-minute mark here. First quarter. Blackman gets the fake handoff and over the middle, over the top for the touchdown. It's Tony Galati. No. Can they convert? And a pass to the far side, and it is intercepted. And they do. DiFilippo finds Draper again, and he's in there for the touchdown.
Again, you have both the tight ends on the left side of the formation.
Westcott following his line. Second effort gets him in there for the score. DiFilippo going to throw it to the near corner. It's caught for the touchdown. Connor Becker, the freshman.
In his first half.
Second down and 5. DiFilippo looking long down the sidelines, and it's caught inside the 20. It would be about a 28-yarder from here. 3rd and 4. DiFilippo looks to throw into the end zone. Caught for the touchdown. And Justin Curtis is the man.
He's up before that conference slate kicks back up in a few weeks.
And a pass towards the corner, and it is caught down there. It's a touchdown for the Hatters. Justin Jordan. And the handoff. And there goes Westcott across the goal line for the touchdown.
Well, yeah, I was really pleased with how we bounced back. We didn't start the game very well. We actually didn't start either half very well. But overall, pretty excited about how they played. This is a very good team. I mean, Western New England has a great reputation for going to the playoffs. I think they were 44-11 over the last 55 games or something like that, and they put up a lot of numbers. So I was really pleased with how our defense played overall, even though we did give up a couple scores. And then offensively, we got back on track and scored when we got in the red zone, and that's something we didn't do last week. So we took a good step tonight, I would say. We preached all week about the numbers their offense were bringing in here were just short of phenomenal. Their quarterback was completing 74% of his passes. They were averaging almost 600 yards a game and 44.5 points a game. And, you know, you look down the roster and you don't see a typical what you see is an upper echelon Division III team. Okay, the size, the speed, the skill level that they had on the perimeter was outstanding. And again, as you saw when the game got close at the start of the game, you know, they did a great job of throwing the ball. The quarterback is very effective. Well, I mean, he played tonight like the old Gab we saw a couple years ago. You know, I don't think he missed a read. When the ball came out, even his incompletions were great throws and the right read when he did it. And so if he can continue to play that way, you know, our offense has a chance to be pretty productive. And I thought he got good protection tonight. I thought he did a good job of changing protections or checking at the line to make sure that they're blitzing, and they actually came after us pretty good. But he did a great job of neutralizing that by getting the protection set right or getting the ball out quickly or knowing where to put the ball on his reads. And there was one run in the second half where it's a quarterback zone read, and they came with edge pressure, and as soon as he pulled the ball, he ducked right behind the running back and made about an 8-yard gain. And I mean, on film, it looks like a normal play, but as a coach, you know that was an unbelievable play on his part to make sure that their blitz couldn't destroy the play, and did exactly what he was supposed to do. Tells me I think we got some pretty good young receivers that the more and more experience they get, you know, the more they're going to have contributions to the offense. And I think what you said does summarize it pretty well. You know, Gav is going through his reads. He's not looking at who's in the uniform. He's looking at what the coverage has given him and taking exactly what the defense gave him tonight. And that's the greatest compliment I can give for a quarterback. He took exactly what the defense did. I don't think he missed a read tonight. Well, yeah, and I think, you know, I've been talking about the depth and the skill level of this young receiver class. And you know, Connor Becker had a breakout night tonight, and so Justin Curtis, I thought, played really well and ran really tough once he got the ball. And so I think those two guys came in and made some great plays, and we even had some kids who've been around here a while. Kyle Godlewski made a heck of a catch down there in our last score. So I think it bodes well for the future, and I think the nice thing is we're getting them ready to go so that when we need them this year, they'll be available. Well, it's huge for a couple of reasons. One, it helps them get better. Two, it gives us film to teach off of to help them get better. And then lastly, there's always a little bit more spring in your step when you actually get to play at game speed and get in the game. And so these guys now come back and know that if they prepare our first and second team very well, that they may have a chance to get into the play, so they become much more efficient and better on scout teams. Because their offensive skill is very good, and they went right after J.J. Henderson, and they had quite a battle going on all night. And I thought, one thing I was really proud of, I wasn't happy with how J.J. played early. I don't think that J.J. was playing bad. This kid made a couple really good catches because he's really good. But I thought J.J. bounced back, didn't let it get him down, and then end up playing the rest of the game very well. Well, yeah. I mean, one of the things we made a big emphasis this week was we did not score in the red zone last week when we had to. And tonight was about scoring points. That was our whole goal, is we're going to score as many points as we can and try to take exactly what the defense gives us. And I thought our guys executed really well. And I thought our guys did a great job. Like I say, we still gave up more explosive plays than we wanted to on the evening. But overall, I thought they settled down, and it just basically just trying to get them relaxed. I think they were very hyped up to get out there. And I think, frankly, a little bit of a chip on their shoulders to avenge what happened last week. I think all of us were extremely disappointed about how we played at certain points of the game. Really felt like that we needed to eliminate a lot of the mistakes that we made last week. Yeah, and Jeffrey's playing with a broken hand, and he's all clubbed up with that, So yeah, I mean, listen, we have this next man up mentality, and it just reinforces and it gives us as coaches a chance to point to the fact that hey, listen, you never know when you're going to get your chance, so you've got to make sure you're mentally prepared, whether you're number 1 or number 4 on the depth.
Yeah, we kind of game plan for a lot of different formations, but they even threw some different motions and stuff at us. But I mean, we were prepared for the most part. I think we did a good job of communicating. But yeah, their offense throws a lot at you. But I think we did well on defense to prepare and adjust to it. Yeah, they were really good today throwing the ball. That's what all film we watched. They're throwing it at number 4, number 13 down the field. I think we did pretty well, at least in the first half, of taking care of it, trying to eliminate them from the game. But I mean, they're good players, so they're going to make plays. You just got to deal with it. Yeah, I mean that definitely motivates you. We come off a tough loss. One we thought we should have won. We definitely had a chance to multiple times. So, yeah, it gives you a little bit more motivation, but we were prepared regardless. I think even if we won last week, we were going to take it the same way, prepare the same way. So we came out and played well. Yeah, I think they got a good field position to start. So they kind of threw a lot at us that we didn't see, which kind of led to the touchdown. But I think we did a great job of adjusting and ended up playing well, at least the rest of the first half. We got some things to work on in the second half. Things to patch up, but we'll get it taken.
I mean, I think, it's not all too different than we played last week. The big difference being punching the ball in the end zone. I said it since fall camp on the receiver side. There's so many different weapons. It's absolutely loaded. Like you can't key on one guy, and we're going to spread the ball all around. Up front, they did a fantastic job tonight. I mean, no sacks given up, hardly any pressures on me. I really had a clean pocket all night. So, I mean, offensively, I was really pleased with how we kind of just bounced back and executed. It's really fun to see, especially at this point in my career, being the tail end of it. It's fun to see these young guys develop, and you watch them from the beginning of fall camp coming in here to where they're at now. Their confidence levels are sky high right now, and they're really developing into future, the future playmakers of this team and going forward. So that's really, as a senior and everybody else, that's what I want. I want to leave a legacy, and I want to develop these younger guys, so it's good to see. I mean, I think just fall back to the fundamentals. I mean, that's where we got beat last week, is we drifted away from that when key times in the game, unfortunately. We had ourselves in a lot of good spots, but we didn't execute, those little things that we usually do. So I think, this week, the coaching staff is really honest this week of, doing the little things right, running to the ball, pushing the tempo. We knew tempo was going to be a big thing for us this week, and I think you kind of got to see it a little bit, wearing a team down and capitalizing on that. So that was a big point of emphasis. We didn't feel like we pushed tempo enough last week.